Welcome back for match 3. This is Old Man Poole. That sweet 3-0's on the line here. I can almost taste it. I think this hand is good enough that we keep it. It's a little bit land heavy, a little bit threat light, but Hadana's Climb is something we can play on turn 3. If we find a couple more creatures, I think we could run away with the game for sure. Let's go ahead and keep it. We're going to start out with the Evolving Wilds. We're going to go and grab our island. Our lands have been very nice to us over these games. I mean, we have definitely had, we've had a mulligan a couple of times, but I think as far as draws have gone, we've gotten pretty lucky. Opponent goes down to 6 here. Looks like he's keeping, though. And puts a card on top. So we probably also have a pretty good game here. Just go ahead and crack the Evolving Wilds now. I don't think there's any reason to wait. We give our opponent ever so slightly more information, but I'm lazy and I like F6ing. Actually, it's a lie, I don't F6 enough, but I'm going to this time. Traveler's Amulet. Ah, I see you're playing a bad Evolving Wilds. Hey, Ixalan's Diviner was great here. Not only because it's a 2-drop, but it's something that can collect +1/+1 counters from Hadana's Climb. And we need all those we can hope for, so. Frilled Deathspitter, we will keep on top. That kind of gives away which colors we are, but opponent doesn't necessarily know what we're splashing for. Red-black playing Traveler's Amulet. I feel like red-black usually skews aggressive. Oh, okay. Wait. He went and got... We played the mountain first. No one got plains? Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to start off with the climb, get as much value out of this as possible, as quickly as possible. It's not quite as good of a tempo play, but it is still a pretty powerful one. It's always yield. I don't think there's ever going to be a point where we need to respond. Opponent says, love that card. I have never gotten it. I'm sorry. This is actually my second time playing with it. Last time was in a pretty good Merfolk deck, too, so. Alright, Territorial Hammerskull is good, although hopefully we're going to put my opponent on the defense here. So, Territorial Hammerskull gets quite a bit worse if you're not going to be able to be aggressive with it. Alright, so what are we playing first? Are we playing anything beforehand? I don't think so. I guess we're just going to go to attacks here and continue the Hadana's Climb. Oh, wait, that was a huge mistake. I flipped it. Oh, the tragedy. I got too distracted talking to people. Hopefully it won't burn us, but we would much rather have the constant flow of +1/+1 counters here. Huge mistake. It's what I get for typing in the chat, I suppose. Yep, it's what I get for typing in the chat. That's okay. With any luck, next turn we'll be able to swing with the Orazka Frorag. I was kind of thinking we had one more turn, but Ixalan's Diviner came in with a +1/+1 counter, so that threw me off a little bit, but that was a pretty silly mistake to make. It's okay. It's okay. We can potentially swing and hit my opponent. If my opponent taps out, how much can we attack him for in the air next turn? 14 with the Sure Strike and the Frillback. If he attacks here, he dies. Feels pretty good. Opponent just gets to draw a free swamp here. And attack me. Come on, do it. I know this represents a lot of damage, but you don't know about the Sure Strike. Oh wait, I actually can't do it quite yet, because that's 4, right? Oh no, we do have enough. Yeah, that's right. I counted right the first time. Shouldn't second guess myself. No attacks. Boo. Okay, I think we're still gonna use the Winged Temple here and get in for quite a lot of damage. And as opposed to playing the Frilled Deathspitter, because I think this puts us in a good shot to kill my opponent next turn. He just needs to have removal, and even then we might still be able to kill him. Just chump blocking. Yeah, one's probably in trouble here. It's possible my opponent's got Demystify in the sideboard. He may bring that in 4-hit on his climb. Okay, Mutiny is not bad. Very good, like, efficient card. If he doesn't have a way to kill off Diviner, we can still kill him. Ooh, Elendra's good. Super sweet. Been able to play her once too as well. Although, I think we only actually got to play her once as well. But I think we're going to be able to swing, even though I think, misplayed a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it's just correct to flip the Winged Temple and try and kill your opponent super fast. Could have eked out a lot more value, but maybe I've been waiting too long to play it. Let's play Sure Strike. And that should do it. Alright, well, I think the Winged Temple kind of single-handedly won us that first game. Let's go to sideboards. I don't think we change anything. Didn't show us a whole lot out of his deck, but I don't think I like the Ryle. I think that was probably a mistake initially. Let's just bring in another Aggressive Urge. We need to keep our creatures alive if we could draw them, so I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, if my opponent's got Demystify or something similar, I'm sure it's coming in. Fortunately, we don't have a whole lot that it hits. And we have C-Red as well, but that's kind of it. Alright, this is pretty questionable. It does have all of our lands. It has C-Red, which potentially can get things done pretty fast. We don't have any creatures, though. We don't have a play for sure until Unfriendly Fire on turn 5. I think this is a grudging mulligan. Our mana feels so pretty and so nice that I really do want to keep it, but I think this hand has too many opportunities to just do nothing. Yeah, this hand's quite a bit worse, but we're going to keep it. No, I don't think Island's what we can afford to be doing here. I assume my opponent's got a land. Okay. That would have been surprising. Oh man, I really wish we would have kept our first hand now. This looks so ugly. We had so many beautiful colors of lands, and now we just have mountains? What even is this? Alright. Well. No! Knock it off. Oh man, we maybe should have tossed that last one back too. I really, really do hate going to 5 though. Oh. Lightning Recruit handles Mutiny pretty well. Yeah, this is looking pretty grim. On the other hand, if we'd drawn similarly to this in our first hand, it'd be pretty bad too, since we've just drawn a lot of lands. My opponent would have to brick pretty hard for us to win at this point, I think. Did miss his third land drop. Reckless Rage is a stone cold nothing for us. Can't cast Verdant Rebirth or Aggressive Urge to draw cards. Well, we may have a runner-up to the not playing anything until the 6-drop dinosaur game. Grasping Scoundrel. Alright. Can't do too much about that. He probably just drew that, though. Otherwise, he'd have played it earlier, so I think he probably did miss his land again. Hey, Thrashing Raptors, we can play that. We're not even, like, super unhappy to play that. If my opponent's got removal, we can at least cast Reckless Rage. Things are looking up. Not, like, crazy up, but a little bit. That was better than another mountain. And better than a green creature spell. That guy back there always looks so cute to me. Like, this one looks kind of vicious, so does that one, but he's just like, blue? I don't know. He looks like a nice friendly raptor. Can't really F6 at this point, since we need to keep up Reckless Rage. And it's just a 3/3, unless we find another dinosaur, but it's at least a card. Maybe blanks the Grasping Scoundrels. Oh, did find his 4th land drop there, though, which is not ideal. You'll probably have to use Reckless Rage here, but that's okay. I guess actually we'll probably Mutiny. We have time, I think, and Reckless Rage is a little bit better. He didn't swing at the Grasping Scoundrel, which makes me think he doesn't have anything for it. Okay, well, that's a card we can't play. Let's go ahead and cast Mutiny. Have the Scoundrel deal damage to the Revenant. I actually think I'm going to swing. If he wants to block the Lightning Rig crew, using the Reckless Rage to kill, that's probably worthwhile. This is going to do a considerable amount of damage. Okay, just takes it. And we'll pass. Take one more point. I guess between the two of these, we're trading damage, so maybe that's not good. Although we're taking one anyway, at least. Taking my opponent to a lower life total is also potentially better with like some of the combat tricks, like Sure Strike. We could steal a game. Brazen Buccaneers makes that quite a bit worse. Probably use Reckless Rage on this, especially if it hits. Yeah, alright. Shark creature I don't control, shark creature I control. Kill that guy. He kept the Trailblazer on top, seems good, since we don't have a great opportunity to block it. We go down to 13 here. And are still desperately trying to find something green. Alright, well, see red. We're going all in. The aggro is here, friends. I'm not sure we can win this game, but I think we want to try and race rather than just sitting on our hands. We could still find something like on Friendly Fire to steal a game out of nowhere. Sure Strike might be able to do it as well. Ellen Trailblazer is good and offers inevitability against us, but it's also not the fastest threat. It's possible Thrasher Raptors can just get there. He has removal, obviously wrecks us pretty bad, but if he doesn't, yeah, rest in peace, sweet Thrash. Come on, give us one forest. One forest. Yeah, there's that Unfriendly Fire we talked about. I think it's rather a forest, though. I guess we probably have to use this on the Goblin Trailblazer when he plays it. Unless he plays something better. I wouldn't say no to killing either. Yeah, the Lightning Rig crew is going to kill us over a couple more turns, though, too. I'm not sure we have enough time to turn at this point. This is going to be big. Okay, Mausoleum Harpy. A worthy Unfriendly Fire target. Still, we're down to 6 in effect. We actually, despite only drawing mountains, have had not a terrible, terrible hand. Hey, my favorite. I have never been so happy to see you, my friend. Unfortunately, I don't think we can afford to block. Do we have to? Now we get down to 3. The problem is if we don't find another creature card, both of these cards are dead. Yeah, I don't think we can block. Uh-oh. This looks considerable too, whatever it is. Not Alendra. You. And we're definitely not blocking now. And the Trailblazer. Ugh. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we were maybe on the wrong side of history from the start here, but there we did. So we swing at the Frillback. No, we don't swing at the Frillback. This is 2. No, we have to. We have to have him block, I'm pretty sure. Who knows? Maybe he'd be afraid of some combination of combat tricks. Maybe? Come on, block. You know you wanna. even then we're probably in trouble. Alright, well, let's use the aggressive urge. Hope against hope still reigning here. That's not gonna do it. Alright, darn. Like I said, I think we put up an okay fight, but did get us in the end. Alright, what do we change? Still didn't really see anything for Slice and Twain. Yeah, I don't think anything. Let's just run back and hope we have a slightly better game this time. Alright, we are going to play first. One took his sweet time. Ooh, interesting. He took his sweet time with the sideboarding plan, so it's safe to see he brought in something. I guess we're going to Evolving Wilds and just go get green. That's not our favorite thing, but I think that does make this hand keepable, so we're going to keep it. Ixalan's Diviner helps a little bit, even though it's a 2-land hand as well. I wonder if we overvalue Arch-Vorazka. It does have the potential to break a board stall in the late game, but I mean, we haven't drawn a card with it yet. Put Mulligan down to 6, so he mulliganed, then we mulliganed, then he mulliganed again. Put a card on top, though. Start off with our Evolving Wilds, and we'll crack it. Grab a Forest, and pass back. Ooh. So, Veteran or Diviner? I guess the question is, do we have a land on top or not? If we have a land on top, we'd like to draw it. I guess Veteran is maybe a little bit better. Well, I guess if we get to play Frillback next turn, it's even better, though. But I guess Veteran's maybe a good first play, and then if we miss with Diviner. On the other hand, if we miss with the Diviner this turn, we have the potential to hit our land drop for next turn still, because we can put something in the graveyard. So yeah, I think let's actually play our Diviner here. And we'll pitch anything that's not a land, certainly. It's funny, last game we were mono red, this game we're mono green. Hey, Woodland Stream. Not unreasonable. Raptor Companion. A fine, if not terribly exciting card. So we're going to play... Ooh, nice. Mountain is sweet there. We're going to play Woodland Stream and our Hardy Veteran. We could play the Roska Frillback there. Maybe that's even better. And just try and trade back and forth. But I'd rather trade off our Veteran with the Raptor Companion. If we're playing defensively, that's a little bit better. Maybe we want to play aggressive, though, with Hunt the Weak, Aggressive Urge, and the like in hand. Also, if we draw another land, potentially it's a little bit more mana efficient. Yeah, that might have been a mistake. I kind of snapped it off a bit too quick there. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and block. And see what my opponent's follow-up is. Territorial Hammerskull. Well, Ixalan's Diviner does block that fine. I guess we're just going to play the Frillback, though. I think we would have been happier playing Frillback last turn. Although, I guess with the Territorial Hammerskull's follow-up, maybe racing just becomes... Well, racing into Hammerskull is often better than trying to block against it, too. I don't know. Can't see it either way. He wants to swing here. Do we trade? Probably not. It's kind of our last good creature for Aggressive Urge. We potentially can swing through for more damage than we take here. I think he does remove the Diviner. And give us at least the option to trade away our Frillback. Otherwise, we're perfectly happy blocking with the Diviner. But we're not going to block here, we're just going to take 2. Lightning Rig Crew. Okay, well, Aggressive Urge swings through that well enough. I guess we might just use Hunt the Weak, though. Is that better? It does get it off the table immediately. My opponent may have scarier things to play, but on the other hand, he's unlikely to be able to interact with it right now. If he's Skullduggery, I guess it's a little bit of a blowout, but then I guess we can still swing in. That's not terrible. Yeah, let's play Hunt the Weak. Kill off the Rig Crew, or at least try to. Skullduggery would keep it alive, but we'd still get to swing in for some damage. Okay, opponent's down to 3 cards in hand, so are we. But we have 2 aggressive urges in hand, which are going to cycle, and potentially get us a little bit of value along the way as well. So unless he can kill the Erotica Frillback, we've got some... It's going to be doing some damage. Brazen Buccaneers. So we'd like him to miss here. He did not. Pitches the Grasping Scoundrel. Pretty bad against the Ixalan's Diviner. Okay. So we may just be using aggressive urges for cantrips here. We'd like to find something else, obviously, but I think that is going to be the way the cookie crumbles here. I guess we should play a forest initially. We may use both of them. Yeah, let's pump once. Again, a little bit nice to do this when there's no chance of a combat trick. And we pump again. Trailblazer was a good draw. How often are we going to want the combat trick to get through? He tries to get to the point where he's double blocking, I guess. I think I'd like to keep one combat trick. But the Trailblazer is a good little bit of action too. And we have the... Oh, do we not have Archon yet? I guess we're 1 off. Okay. I thought that was going to be our 10th, but just 9 for now. I guess that would be an argument to use the aggressive urge, just because this is going to start drawing us cards, but it's only... I mean, it's very, very expensive to draw a card, so being able to play other things in our hand isn't always going to be super likely. Okay, so tapping down the Trailblazer here, we're going to block with the Diviner, certainly. If he wants to use a trick here, more power to him. At this point, we're... Ooh, Baffling End's good. Alright, rip Frillback. Yeah, now all of a sudden we're not looking so hot. We've lost our big evasive threat, and he has a follow-up. And he's quite close to ascending. You want to aggressive urge now? I might. So we'll let it trade up. If we find another cheap creature, it might not be terrible. Alright. Ooh, Needletooth Raptor is a great draw. We're going to keep the Trailblazer back to potentially block like the Territorial Hammerskull or something. And Needletooth Raptor is a good draw. If he wants to continue swinging, he really has to tap it down. And he's still 2 permanents away from Swashbuckler, so he could play it if he has a land, probably. He's been missing land drops too. Vampire Revenant's another good card that we're worried about, though. Just attacking with the big boys. We want to kill off the Hammerskull. I think so. Do we chump block? Wait to that point. I think we want to be able to block, though, because then the Needletooth Raptor does a very good job of holding down the fort. I think we need to chump block, because the Vampire Revenant will kill us in not too long, and Needletooth Raptor, like I said, unless he has a removal spell, will be able to kill stuff on the ground. Alright, let's go ahead and block like so. Play Aggressive Urge on our Trailblazer. Take my opponent off 1 more permanent too. Thrasher Raptors is a good draw. We do need to find something for the Revenant pretty fast, though. Guess we'd probably just pass with Sail back up. We could swing with Needletooth Raptor, that's awfully suspicious. But it's possible my opponent just can't play around it anyway, and the 2 damage might be pretty relevant. I think let's swing with the Raptor. We'll obviously be very, very happy to trade it away here. But hopefully he'll swing in, and we can just snap something up with our Snapping Sailback. Okay, Mausoleum Harpy's good. He gets to ascend. He's gonna get a fair amount of value here. Yeah, gonna get hit pretty hard. That was a really good play. Drawing a land was important. We do get to eat the Brazen Buccaneers. We get to make his Mausoleum Harpy chump next turn. We're going down to 3. No, we can't afford to chump, I don't think. I think we have to hope to draw something good. Turns out the 2-2 there was, our swing with the 2-2 is probably pretty costly. Yeah, maybe we should have just kept it back. Maybe we were better off trying to play a slightly longer game. Alright, so we get down to 3. But then we're dead to the Vampire Revenant. Darn. Yeah, if we'd kept our Ixalan's Diviner to block this Swashbuckler later on, that would have gained us another life. It died. Oh, wow. How lucky are we? We are super lucky is the answer. We are super, super lucky. Oh my goodness. We are... What did we just do to deserve this? I just don't know. What did we do? I just don't know. That's the king of top decks right there. The absolute king. Saved us from probably a bad play. Probably shouldn't have blocked with the Diviner. Whew, man, that was a close last game though. Wow, I'm just baffled over here. Just absolutely. Absolutely. I can't even talk. Alright, well cool, 3-0. I should say good games to my opponent. He was a great sport. Alright. Man, that Unfriendly Fire was as clutch as it comes. I think swinging with the Raptor was a huge mistake. Probably blocking with the Diviner was a mistake. I should have assumed that he was probably going to get to ascend that turn. Yeah, that was... Because he just needed to find one land, and then inevitably he'd have something else to play as well. Yeah, I think swinging with the Needletooth was pretty careless. And I think blocking with the Diviner when the Stormfleet Swashbuckler was on board was probably a little bit as well. Whew. But it didn't matter. That sweet top deck, though. Well, I mean, we went 3-0. It was a fight. We had 3 games every match. I don't think our deck was particularly astounding. Hadana's Climb was very, very good. And we had, like, Needletooth Raptor, Snapping Sailback. We had a lot of, like, fairly fine stuff. But I think we got a little bit lucky to get away with the games that we did. Did I learn anything out of this one? Hardy Veteran Sea Red, that's a real combo. That was really impressive in our first game. Outside of that, I don't think so. Hadana's Climb is just stupid. Maybe I need to learn that Arch Varazka is just not really a high pick. We hit Ascend multiple times, but we didn't even ever draw a card off of it, and even if we had, it probably is only like 1, and there are a lot of games where you just can't get it at all. So I think if it comes down to a solid card in a single color, say something like, oh, I don't know, maybe even like Jungleborn Pioneer, it might just be better than Arch. But, yeah, I guess it's taken us a couple series to learn that. It is a cool card in theory, it's just very, very expensive to activate. All the same, thanks everyone so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate the support. Those of you that comment, it's always brings a smile to my face to see you guys commiserating or celebrating with me or giving me feedback when my play maybe isn't quite as clean as it should be. So, love to hear that. I will see you guys next time.